What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No, they appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
Lighten the mood for us while we're here, then.
I'll see what I can do.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once. Before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. Oh, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danan, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
I'll do my best!
I never miss!
This one's mine!
Here I come! No further!
Inferno! These ones can run rings around us! Gravitas field!
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack!
Indeed. Remain ever vigilant.
Going in! I can't
Easy and snelling to me.
Yeah, and ugly to me!
Masterful dash!
We managed to pull through.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go.
Stay on the ground. Once and twice.
Try this!
Pesky airborne
We
scoundrel.
turned the tables
Sounds like
on
an attack. There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
I'm ready!
Impressive, Dohalim.
Float
Reinforcements
like a butterfly and
incoming! Not a
sting like a
problem!
bee. Or so they say.
People say that?
Freeze Lancer!
Good to know my training's paying off.
And what, pray tell, does this training of yours entail?
Why? Interested in joining me?
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, and if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jump down instead.
You sound alarmingly serious when you say that.
And most of all, we're...
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architect. natural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite.
I've used a bit too much healing.
Like this should be easy. Stay calm. I shall provide it to you. You can't get out of this! Slash! Dragons of regeneration! Now!
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
Okay, here I go. Catapult!
This one's mine!
Slap it!
Gemini Ultra!
I'm not done! Penumbra!
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
Choice. Here I go. Where are you going? Awaken and wreak havoc. Swallow blade. Try this. Infernal torrent.
Another incantation.
Creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Time to let it rip. I'm not done.
This one's mine!
Can you take it? Dragon prepare to be seen.
Hurricane Flight! Searing Tempest!
Slash.
And that's
Down in the mouth. Dragon
Flare Tornado!
coming through. Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
This has a most peculiar taste.
Make it ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
These things really get on my nerves.
Flying freak! Why can't they tell me to chill?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
They smite with blackened blade.
Leave the charges to me!
Try this!
Execution!
Infernal torrent!
Go in.
I'm not done!
Too much of being interrupted.
Be still! Rising mountain!
Burning
I'm not
Another
done!
incantation ruined.
Here I come! I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
I found some equipment.
Let me... Take a look at it. They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No, they appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegis. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedure somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary duel. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourself. All bets are off when it comes to this thing.
Take this! Hurt! hang fire! Here's
Break
evil!
this night.
Where are you going?
I'll face you.
Now you see what I can do!
I'll grind you with
Hear
this
my
stone.
call!
Go.
Eat this!
Eat this.
Let's keep up the pressure! Look sharp!
Down on the ground. Here I come. Soaring. Hey, this weak point. We need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle. Mega ray!
Attempt it.
Aw, too shy to come over!
Dazzle.
Here,
You're
let me
mine.
go. Mega
Take
ray.
this.
Lion Cowl!
Take this. Try this.
Ready and
Elusive
ready.
deity.
Do it.
Commander of heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone! Lunar
Reflect.
Corona!
They smite with blackened blade. It's on.
Another King Strike!
Swallow blade.
Lightning Strike!
Flash. Dazzle.
Death Bomb!
Rising falcon.
Water, hear my call! Spread!
Eat
Here's
this.
evil! Flaming Meteor!
Here I come.
Inferno Cloud!
Strike.
Art
Dance on the
Seal!
wind.
Gemini
Awaken and wreak
Another
havoc.
one mine!
You're finished.
I never miss!
Swallow blade.
We've almost got there!
That's really isn't quite there
Use
yet.
all the
I like your
power.
attitude.
I'm right with you, Captain.
Explosive rain.
Make it rain!
River.
Astral energy!
Say no more. The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
There.
I'll do my best!
You're mine!
It's the bind.
Hurricane!
So tired. All that running around is catching up with you.
No, this is gonna need all of us together!
How about this?
Infernal turret!
Let me show you what my art is! It's weakened!
Right!
This ends now!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Glacial
Everything done!
Freeze laser!
Take this! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Going in!
Try
Shield and
hold nothing back!
Here's evil!
Ignite!
Freeze
Take this!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Let's run up, Sophie.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Rena Salma.